Listen to me closely. The results you're living today are not an accident. They are the printout of an invisible program running inside you. You don't move toward your goals. You move toward your self-image. Your income, your relationships, your energy, your discipline, each one is being regulated by a hidden thermostat in your mind. That thermostat has a name. Paradigm, and a paradigm will keep you right where you are, no matter how much you want to change, until you decide to replace it with a superior pattern. Decide now, because over the next 21 days, I'm going to guide you step by step to break the old pattern and install a new one that matches the life you truly want. If you apply what I'm about to share, your days will not feel the same, your frequency will not be the same, and your results cannot remain the same. That's law. Your current evidence doesn't matter. The decision precedes the evidence. We never wait for the bank account to prove we're abundant, or the scale to prove we're healthy, or the applause to prove we're worthy. We decide first. We hold the image, we feel the image, and we act like the person who owns the image. Then life reorganizes around that vibration. I want you to imagine this like tuning a radio. Right now, you're receiving the station your paradigm is set to. You can't hear a symphony on a frequency that's broadcasting static. If you want new music, you don't argue with the radio. You turn the dial. For 21 days, we're going to turn that dial with precision, thought by thought, feeling by feeling, action by action, until the music of your life changes. That's not hyperbole, that's the law of vibration working through you. And I'm going to keep you very close to application. No fluff, no detours, psychology you can use today. Before we begin, I want you to do something very simple. Take a breath and tell yourself quietly, I'm responsible. That's not blame, that's power. Responsibility is the switch that gives you access to the control panel. Without responsibility, you're a passenger. With responsibility, you're the pilot. And a pilot does not wait to feel confident before taking off. A pilot checks the instruments and follows the procedure. You'll do the same. If this message resonates, stay right here with me. And if you're serious about transforming your paradigm, subscribe now and tell me in the comments one area you most want to reprogram. Money, health, relationships, discipline, and what question you want me to answer in the next video. Keep it short, present tense, powerful. We're building a community of people who are no longer negotiating with their old programming. Let's set the frame. A paradigm is a collection of habits, ideas you accepted and repeated until they fused into your nervous system and became automatic. Most of it was installed by your environment when you were very young. Your paradigm dictates how you think, how you feel, what you notice, what you ignore, and what you consider normal. That's why two people can stand in the same opportunity and one sees danger, the other sees destiny. The facts didn't change, the frequency did. Your paradigm is your mental thermostat. If your income rises above the setting, you'll unconsciously cool it down, overspending, procrastinating, distracting yourself until it returns to the familiar temperature. If your relationships warm up beyond what you feel you deserve, you'll pick a fight, withdraw, or doubt until they cool to familiar. Your result reflects your self-image. Read that again in your mind. Your result reflects your self-image. When you understand this, you stop wrestling with symptoms and you go straight to the setting. Now here's the promise. In 21 days, you will identify the core paradigm that is governing your results. You will write the new image of who you are. You will saturate your subconscious with that image until it becomes more familiar than the old, and you will act in alignment with it every single day. This is not hoping, this is installation. What you seek is already yours. Become aware. The good you desire exists on a frequency you can access when you become the person who naturally lives there. That's why our work is not to get the thing. Our work is to become the person for whom that result is normal. We begin with a decision, not a wish, not a half-hearted attempt. A decision is a cut. You cut off every option except the outcome. That triggers a different flow of ideas. The moment you decide, resources start moving. People, ideas, invitations, and opportunities begin to recognize you because you're broadcasting a new signal. So decide now. Say it out loud. I decide to break my paradigm and install a new one that matches my highest life. A decision without a written record dissolves, so we anchor it. I want you to write it. In fact, I want you to write 2 things right now. First, your goal in 1 clear sentence, present tense, emotionally charged, measurable. Second, the identity that effortlessly produces that goal. The goal is what you want. The identity is who you are. If you don't choose the identity, the old identity will choose your day for you. Take your pen, write your goal on a small card. This is your goal card. Keep it with you everywhere. Make it simple and bold. I am so happy and grateful now that I earn X dollars per month doing work I love with ease, creativity, and impact. Or I am so happy and grateful now that I live in a strong, lean, energized body at 18 pounds, moving daily with joy. Or I am so happy and grateful now that I communicate with calm confidence, creating deep mutual respect in my relationships. Keep it present tense. You're not bargaining with the future, you're claiming a frequency. Now, under or behind that goal, write the identity. I am a disciplined, decisive, generous creator who keeps promises to myself. If the words don't feel true, good, that's the point. We're setting the thermostat. We're going to move through 3 7-day phases. Phase 1, awareness and interruption. Phase 2, installation and repetition. Phase 3, embodiment and expansion. I'll walk you through exactly what to do, how to do it, and how to handle the resistance that will come up, because it will come up. Paradigms defend themselves. They'll make you sleepy, busy, forgetful, skeptical. Don't fight the resistance. Anticipate it and outstructure it. We're not relying on willpower. We're rearranging your environment and your calendar to make the new pattern inevitable. For the first 7 days, your job is twofold. Study the paradigm and interrupt it in real time. You will carry a small notebook, call it your pattern log, or use a note on your phone. Every time you feel a pull toward an old behavior, you write a single line. What triggered it? What was the thought? What did I feel? What did I do or want to do? No judgment, just data. You're a scientist in your own lab. Morning and night, you'll review what you caught. You'll start to notice that the old pattern is stunningly predictable. It shows up at the same times, in the same places, around the same people, with the same phrases. That's good news. Predictable means programmable. While you study, you will interrupt. When you notice the old narrative, I'll do it later, it won't work, I don't have time, I'll start Monday, you'll say gently but firmly, pattern. Then you'll stand up, change your physical position, take a deep breath and ask, what would the new identity do next? You act on that answer immediately, 60 seconds or less. If it says send the email, you send it. If it says put on your shoes, you put them on. If it says speak up calmly, you speak. This is how you break the neural rhythm. Micro interruptions compound. Each morning of the first week, you'll do a 3-minute alignment. Read your goal card slowly, out loud, and imagine vividly the scene that proves it's already real. See the email from your client. Feel the grip of the dumbbell in your hand. Hear yourself saying no with respect and ease. Smell the coffee at your new office desk. Keep it sensory and simple. Don't analyze. Let the image wash over your nervous system. Then whisper, act with applied faith. That means move before you're certain. Applied faith is action in harmony with the unseen result. Quiero que lo escribas. Yes, say this Spanish line to yourself as a cue, quiero que lo escribas, because the act of writing imprints the image deeper. You'll write your goal by hand twice a day. You are planting a seed. Seeds need repetition more than intensity. During these first 7 days, you will also clean your inputs. Your paradigm is fed by what you repeatedly allow into your mind. If you flood your mind with urgency and outrage, your nervous system will choose survival over growth. So for 1 week, remove the junk noise. No doom scrolling in the morning. No gossip threads. Replace it with 20 minutes of high-quality material that matches your goal. Books, lectures, or your own recorded affirmations. Your environment is the soil of your paradigm. Change the soil, change the fruit. Now, you will meet resistance around day 3 or 4. It'll feel like a heavy tiredness, an urge to negotiate. It's not the right week, this is too much. I already know this. Smile at it. That voice is a security guard, not a prison warden. Thank it and move anyway. Keep your interrupts tight, your alignment short, your actions tiny and immediate. The goal for week 1 is not perfection, it's awareness with interruption. You're proving to your subconscious that a new authority is in the building. Week 2 is installation. Here we saturate your subconscious with a new image until it becomes more familiar than the old one. Familiarity is power. The mind loves what is familiar and protects it. So we're going to make your new identity so familiar that your system relaxes into it. Every morning and night, you will run the same 5-minute routine. Read your goal card, close your eyes, and step into an image of achievement. See a specific scene from the middle, not the climax. Not the trophy ceremony, but the Tuesday afternoon where you're living the life as normal. If it's a financial goal, see yourself transferring money to savings calmly, approving a project, negotiating from ease. If it's health, see yourself preparing a simple meal, finishing a workout, choosing water without drama, walking up the stairs without breathlessness, feeling your shirt sit differently on your shoulders. If it's relationships, feel yourself listening with full presence, stating a boundary with warmth, laughing without performing. Let a soft, steady confidence fill your chest and spread to your limbs. Breathe in on a count of 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6, and on the exhale, think, "This is like me." That phrase is gold. "This is like me" teaches your system that the new pattern is not a threat. It is home. Now we script your day with a simple triad. Think, feel, act. In the morning, before you open your messages, you'll write one sentence under each. What do I choose to think today? Choose a thought that matches your goal. Money flows to me because I create value consistently. My body renews itself as I move. I am calm, clear, and direct in my communication. Then, what do I choose to feel? Not what you already feel, what you choose to generate. Gratitude, sufficiency, power without rush. Choose one and describe it in 10 words. Finally, what action proves it? A single concrete action that can be done in 20 minutes or less that proves the thought and the feeling. This is your action of applied faith for the morning. Do it immediately after writing, no second guessing. You are building neural integrity, the link between intention and movement. In week 2, we also use environmental anchors. Set visual cues that pull you back into identity. A sticky note on your mirror. Your result reflects your self-image. A calendar event at noon. Decide now. A bracelet you switch to the other wrist every time you catch yourself drifting into the old story. Background on your phone with one word, aligned. Put your goal card where your hand touches it. We are training your physical world to collaborate with your mental world. The old paradigm is comfortable because it lives everywhere around you. We are making the new one omnipresent. Let's talk about self-image more directly. The self-image is not who you are. It is who you think you are allowed to be. It's a filter that figures out what you can have and what you must reject. If you don't update it, you will sabotage any plan that violates its boundaries. So we update it through repetition and evidence. Repetition you already have, goal card, visualization, affirmations. Now evidence. Each day in week 2, you will manufacture evidence. That means you will deliberately do one thing your old self wouldn't do, but your new self does as normal. Call a potential client, initiate a difficult, honest conversation, end a subscription and redirect that money to savings. Set your clothes out and train for 15 minutes. Eat a clean breakfast, go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Small but undeniable. Then you record it on a victory list at night. The brain stacks victories and begins to trust you. The thermostat moves up because the room is consistently warmed. You will experience a wobble around day 10 to 12. You'll have a win or two, and the old paradigm will whisper, "This is enough." You're doing better than before, notice it. That is the thermostat requesting to stabilize. When you hear it, you gently increase the challenge by 10%. If you were contacting one client per day, contact 2. If you were walking 15 minutes, walk 20. If you were setting one boundary, set a clearer one. We're not chasing intensity, we're protecting momentum. Week 3 is embodiment and expansion. You will now live as the person who holds the goal, and you'll adjust your environment and relationships to support that identity. This is where most people hesitate because it requires you to be visible in your new standard, but you're ready. You've collected awareness, interrupts, repetition, and manufactured evidence. Now we lock it in with structure, service, and standards. Structure means your calendar reflects your identity. If your goal is financial, your mornings include creation and sales activity before consuming. If your goal is health, your movement and meal prep are scheduled before meetings. If your goal is relational, your weekly check-ins, date nights, or family calls are on the calendar with the same seriousness as work. You color code these blocks and defend them as appointments with your new self, because they are. You also implement a simple weekly review with 3 questions. What identity-aligned actions did I complete? Where did the old paradigm show up? What is the single upgrade this week? Just one. Keep it elegant. Service means you move beyond self and begin to create value for others from your new identity. The fastest way to stabilize a paradigm is to give from it. Teach one concept you're practicing to someone else. Share your process, not your perfection. Offer a clean deliverable to a client. Help a colleague structure their morning. When your identity benefits others, your nervous system has an extra reason to keep it. Standards mean things you no longer negotiate, not rules to punish yourself with, standards that honor your frequency. You don't check your phone in the first hour. You don't eat standing up. You don't say yes when your body says no. You don't spend before you save. You don't explain your boundaries after you've stated them clearly. These are identity fences. They keep your garden safe while it grows. Now, let me give you the daily choreography for week 3, the embodiment cycle. Morning, breath, goal card, image of achievement, think, feel, act, triad, immediate action. Midday, 90-second reset, stand, breathe, read the identity sentence out loud, ask, what would my identity do next, and do it. Evening, victory list, 3 wins, 1 lesson, 1 upgrade tomorrow. Weekly, review and adjust 1 lever upward by 10%. And throughout, keep the applied faith phrase active. Act with applied faith. You move first. You do not wait for motivation, you generate it by motion. You do not wait for certainty. You move with clarity and allow certainty to follow. Let's address common blocks directly so you don't get ambushed. I don't have time. Time is not your issue. Friction is. Reduce friction. Lay your clothes out. Prepare your workstation. Create templates for emails. Batch similar tasks. Use timers. Decide the night before. Your brain loves defaults. Set your defaults in favor of the new identity. I'm afraid I'll fail. You're not afraid of failing. You're afraid of feeling. Fear of embarrassment, rejection, discomfort. Good. Feel and move anyway. Emotions are weather. Identity is climate. I start and stop. That's because you rely on intensity instead of repetition. Make it too small to skip. A single sales reach out, 10 minutes of training, 1 paragraph written, a boundary stated once. You don't need to impress. You need to imprint. My family or friends don't support this. They don't have to. You're not asking for permission. You're modeling possibility. Lead by quiet consistency. They will calibrate when your results speak. Now, a deeper practice that will accelerate these 21 days, identity scripting. Each night, write 1 paragraph beginning with, I am the person who, and describe your day tomorrow from the identity viewpoint. I am the person who wakes at 6:30 calm and clear, reads my goal card with a steady breath, drinks water, moves for 15 minutes, and sits to write my proposal before opening messages. I speak with clients directly and confidently. I finish what I start. I pause before I eat. I decline distractions with kindness, and I close my day with gratitude and a cutoff time. Keep it simple, concrete, sensory, then sign it. Your subconscious loves signed agreements. As you progress, notice how your language changes. Old paradigm language is vague, defensive, future-based. I'll try, I hope, someday, if I can. New paradigm language is clean, present, responsible. I choose, I decide, I create, I complete, I no longer, I now. Catch yourself and upgrade live. Language is the steering wheel of your mind. Turn it deliberately. There is a moment during this process when you will feel a click. It's subtle. You'll take an action that used to feel heavy, and it will feel neutral or even light. You'll decline an invitation that stretches your boundary, and you won't explain. You'll move money to savings first, and it will feel obvious. You'll go to sleep on time, and your body will thank you. That click is the thermostat moving. Celebrate it. Not with noise, with a calm nod to yourself. This is like me. Your nervous system learns very fast when you acknowledge identity-aligned behavior. Now, let me bring this home with precision. You're not trying to become someone you're not. You're shedding a false constraint. You're remembering the design. The law of attraction is not a wish machine. It is an echo. You radiate a dominant idea with emotion, and life returns its likeness. When your dominant idea is, I'm trying, life returns trying. When your dominant idea is, I am this person, life returns circumstances that match that person. That's why the goal card matters. That's why the daily action matters. That's why your environment and language matter. You are broadcasting all day long, and you are learning to broadcast deliberately. I want you to hear these 5 lines as if I were standing in front of you, looking you in the eye. Decide now. Your result reflects your self-image. What you seek is already yours. Become aware. Act with applied faith. I want you to write it. Write the goal, write the identity, write the next action. Writing is thinking made visible. The mind respects ink. In these 21 days, small hinges swing big doors. You'll be tempted to search for complicated strategies. Don't. Complexity is the old paradigm's last defense. Keep it simple and relentless. Morning card, image, triad, action. Midday reset, evening victories, weekly review, environmental anchors, manufactured evidence, language upgrade. That's the spine. Around that spine, we place your personal specifics, your number, your schedule, your people, your boundaries. And because you're human, you will miss a step. When you do not label it failure. You label it feedback. You re-enter on the next breath. There is no wagon to fall off. There is only a frequency to return to. Breathe, read, feel, act, repeat. Picture this clearly. It's 21 days from now. You wake earlier than before, not groggy, but steady. Your goal card is worn at the edges, soft from use. You read it slowly. You feel a quiet certainty pooling in your stomach, spreading through your chest, lifting your posture. You notice your environment is different, fewer distractions on your desk, a list that matches your identity. You open your messages later than you used to because you already completed your key action. Your language is cleaner. Your decisions are quicker. You feel a little taller inside your body. The people around you are responding differently, not because you forced them, but because your signal is different. You forgive faster, you choose faster, you breathe deeper. The bank account is moving, perhaps not dramatically yet, but undeniably. The scale is moving, or the mirror is telling you the truth you wanted. A relationship feels warmer, or respectfully more boundaried. Most importantly, you trust yourself more. That trust is the compound interest that will build the life you see. Hold that picture for a moment. That's where you're going. Now, let's crystallize your 21 days in practice you can begin today. Right after this, write your goal card and your identity sentence. Keep them on you. This is non-negotiable. Tonight, prepare your environment for success. Lay out your clothes, place your card where you'll touch it first thing, clear your workspace, decide your single action for the morning. Tomorrow morning, before anything else, read your card, step into your image of achievement, write your think, feel, act triad, and do the action immediately. Set a 90-minute timer to protect focus. At midday, stand, breathe, read the identity sentence out loud, and ask, what would my identity do next? Do that. At night, write 3 victories, 1 lesson, 1 upgrade. Repeat for 7 days. In the second 7, add environmental anchors and manufactured evidence. In the third 7, schedule your weekly review and raise 1 lever 10%. Keep your standards, give from your new identity, and speak your truth simply. You may be thinking, can it really be that straightforward? Yes, the truth is always simpler than the story. Your old paradigm is clever. It built a maze. I'm handing you a straight line. When you walk the line, the maze disappears. Not because the walls move, but because you stop turning corners and you start walking through. If this message served you, share it with one person who needs it today, not tomorrow, today. When you share from identity, you multiply your own belief. Tell me in the comments right now your goal in present tense and your identity sentence. Write it so you see it and so we can hold you accountable. And if you want more guidance like this, subscribe. I'll be here turning the dial with you 1 degree at a time until the music changes. Before we close, breathe in with me for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6. On the exhale, think, this is like me. Again, in, hold, out. This is like me. That line will walk you through hard mornings and soft evenings alike. It will carry you on days when motivation fails, because you're not depending on motivation. You're depending on identity. You're acting with applied faith. You're honoring the law by choosing your vibration deliberately. And when you do that, results are not random. They're responsive. Remember the 5 anchors you will hear me repeat as long as you walk with me. Decide now. Your result reflects your self-image. What you seek is already yours. Become aware. Act with applied faith. I want you to write it. Write it on your card. Write it in your calendar. Write it in your day with your behavior. Because writing is not only ink on paper. Writing is the way you move your feet, choose your words, and place your attention. Every day is a page, every action is a sentence, and 21 days from now, you're holding a new chapter. You are not late, you are right on time. The old paradigm served you once. It kept you safe. It gave you a sense of belonging. Thank it and release it. You are upgrading the thermostat now gently and firmly. When the room warms beyond what you're used to, do not open a window to let success out. Close the window, adjust to the warmth. It's yours. You asked for this. You decided this. And now you'll keep it by becoming the person who lives there without effort. Go. Write the card, read it out loud, feel the scene, take the first action, comment your goal and identity in the present tense. Share this with one person, and when the old voice returns, and it will, smile and say, pattern, stand up, breathe, ask, what would my identity do next? And do that, then do it again. Simple, relentless, 21 days. The dial is turning, the music is changing, and when you hear it, let it fill your house. You're not waiting for permission. You're broadcasting the station of the life you choose. That life is ready. Are you?